Yes, Khajiit maybe not know this direction so well. Also, Khajiit has had a better thought that it might be a good idea to not go traipsing across the wilderness in... Did I just say wilderness? The wilderness.
Every one of them.
At night. That sounds like a good way to be eaten by wolves. And the only eating that the wolves are allowed to have is maybe a little nom-nom on the tail as Neko is running away as quickly as possible. So we will sleep here tonight.
Otherwise, hit the road.
Can I rent a room, please?
Are you joking? You just rented a room from me.
Excellent. Why, thank you. What about the food situation? How much have I do not have much food. Yes. Okay, we spend a bit more on the food, and that is another medium meal. And maybe take another one of those. That is a lot of bread. Fish soup. Fish soup sounds good, but it is quite expensive, and Khajiit is still very poor and has a long way to go before he can make more money. Let us get the leek soup, leek potato instead. That sounds good, yes.
Come back and see us again.
You have a very unfortunate face, friend. Hello?
Yeah, what do you want? If this is about the meadery, we can talk later.
The meadery? You manage the meadery for Maven? The Blackbriar, yes?
Maven Blackbriar wants me to keep the mead flowing, and that's what I aim to do, despite all these lazy good-for-nothings that work for us. Ever since I took over as a foreman, the production of our mead has never been more profitable. And if the meadery is profitable, I'll get rich. Get the picture?
That seems to make a lot of sense, yes. Can you tell me more about this Maven?
Lady Maven can buy or sell anyone in Skyrim. I wouldn't be surprised if she's the one pulling the strings around this city. She's always welcome in Mistveil Keep, and between you and me, I'm pretty sure she even has some pretty influential friends within the Empire. I'd also warn you not to cross her. She employs quite a few troubleshooters to take care of messy problems.
Interesting. Okay. What kind of training do you provide? I can pay, perhaps.
Of course.
You are a master of one-handed? That is very impressive. Okay. That is very interesting, but a bit beyond my means. Yes. Okay. And how about you?
Welcome to the Bee and Barb, my lord. If I can interest you in one of our special drinks, do let me know. If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Okay. Excuse me, sir?
Yes.
What do you have for sale?
Take a look.
This one seems to sell a number of weapons. Well, I have some weapons to sell as well. These seem to be more or less the same type of weapons you have, so here you go. Excellent. And would you like a shield? I didn't notice if you buy them, but oh, excellent. I don't know if I feel comfortable selling you a poison. I suspect you will probably sell these weapons to possibly unsavory types that I may end up having to fight, and I would prefer not to be on the receiving end of a poison. What else have we got? I got an empty bottle. Yes, I don't know what you could possibly do with this, but enjoy. Okay, and I'm going to keep this. And this I need to get to Whiterun as soon as possible. Okay, we a little bit better off. We could actually possibly afford some training. I believe I very badly need to get some smithing experience. Yes, okay. Well, it doesn't look like there is anywhere to sit as usual. So I will go to my room and do a little bit of reading before I turn in. Am I hungry? Not really. I think I could manage to read a little bit. Let us see. The Battle of Saint-Krator. Sounds interesting. The Challenges of Tamriel. The Darkest Darkness. I have also not looked at this note. What is this? Attention travelers. There have been strange noises emanating from Greywater Grotto, a cave south near the border with Cyrodiil. There's no evidence of any danger, but travelers should proceed with caution. Okay. Seems to have a marker for my map. I will just note that down. No, I do not wish to summon the icicles from one's fingers. That seems very uncomfortable. Vampires in Borderfall Cave. Another location, eh? Attention travelers, a vigilant of Stendar. Who is this? Some kind of group? Has brought word of increased vampire activity in the Rift, particularly in the area near Shore's Stone and Borderfall Cave. Shore's Stone. Okay. Travelers should take extra caution when traveling at night. That seemed to make a lot of sense. Vampires probably like to attack at night. That's probably a good place for Neko to avoid for the time being, yes. Yes. I don't think I actually read this. No. I do not want to dismiss, no. I recently lost my ring of minor sure grip while traveling across the rift. I believe it is now in Clear Spring Tarn. I will reward anyone who retrieves it. Okay, yes, good. This is good. And that is the letter, and well, let us maybe take a look at the Darkest Darkness. It is a very mysterious title, and it is by Anonymous as well. Well, that is even more mysterious. In Morrowind, both worshippers and sorcerers summon lesser daedra and bound daedra as servants and instruments. That seems very, very dangerous. Most Daedric servants can be summoned by sorcerers only for very brief periods within the most fragile and tenuous frameworks of command and binding. This fortunately limits their capacity for mischief. That reminds me of my cousin. He was constantly getting into mischief. Maybe he was a daedra. Well, but he was they can only summon them for limited time, and he was constantly underfoot for years, so no, that cannot be true. Anyway, yes. Though in only a few minutes, most of these servants can do terrible harm to their summoners as well as their enemies. So they attack everybody. That does not... Why would you want... Well, I suppose if you were on the receiving end of a rather large hammer or axe coming towards your head, and possibly summoning somebody who will hopefully do more damage to them than they do to you, I suppose. Anyway. Worshippers may bind other Daedric servants to this plane through rituals and pacts. Such arrangements result in the Daedric servant remaining on this plane indefinitely, or at least until their bodily manifestations on this plane are destroyed, precipitating their supernatural essences back to oblivion. I just gulped a little bit there. A little bit concerned about maybe running into a Daedric servant that is on this plane indefinitely until I have to destroy them. Yeah. Well, whenever daedra are encountered at Daedric ruins or in tombs, they are almost invariably long-term visitors to our plane. Okay. Likewise, lesser entities bound by their daedra lords into weapons and armor may be summoned for brief periods or may persist indefinitely, so long as they are not destroyed and banished. The class of bound weapons and bound armor summoned by temple followers and conjurers are examples of short-term bindings. Class of bound weapon. Oh, okay. So they summon the weapons and the armors? That sounds interesting. It would be very unfortunate though if they were to disappear in the middle of a battle. Khajiit prefers physical armor and weapons. Yes, you could be disarmed, but they not just disappear. That would be very, very unfortunate. Daedric artifacts like Mehrunes Razor and the Mask of Clavicus Veil are examples of long-term bindings. Oh, okay. The Tribunal Temple of Morrowind has incorporated the veneration of daedra as lesser spirits subservient to the immortal Almsivi, the triune godhead of Alm Alexia, Sothasil, and Vivek. These subordinate daedra are divided into the good daedra and the bad daedra. The good daedra have willingly submitted to the authority of Almsivi. The bad daedra are rebels who defy Almsivi, treacherous kin who are more often adversaries than allies. I swear I can read. I really can. The good daedra are Boethia, Azura, and Mafala. The Hunger is a powerful and violent lesser daedra associated with Boethia. But I thought Boethia was good. Why does it have a violent lesser daedra associated with it? Or her, or him, whatever Boethia is. A father of plots, a sinuous, long-limbed, long-tailed creature with a beast skulled head. Ew. That sounds most unpleasant. Noted for its paralyzing touch and its ability to disintegrate weapons. Oh my god. Oh, by great little Thar, this would be terrible if Khajiit weapons and armor were disintegrated. Maybe these only appear in Morrowind. I hope. The Winged Twilight is a messenger of Azura, goddess of dusk and dawn. Winged Twilights resemble the feral harpies of the West, though maybe I'll not talk about my ex-girlfriend. Though the feminine aspects of the Winged Twilights are more ravishing, and her long, sharp, hooked tails are. This definitely is describing Anfaja. Yes. Immeasurably more deadly. Spider daedra, that more like my mother-in-law, are the servants of Mafala, taking the form of spider humanoid centaurs with a naked upper head. Oh no, my mother-in-law not walk around naked. No. Torso and arms of human proportions mounted on the 8 legs and armored carapace of a giant spider. Oh, these things are disgusting. Unfortunately, these daedra are so fierce and irrational that they cannot be trusted to heed the commands of the spinner. The spinner? The spinner. Okay. Is this who is the spinner? Is this a Zora? Mafala must be spinner, yes. As a consequence, a few sorcerers are willing to either summon or bind such creatures in Morrowind. Well, that at least they have some brains, some cells in the brain. The bad daedra, I don't know how much worse they could be, but the good daedra don't seem very good. The bad daedra are Mehrunes Dagon, Malakath, Sheogorath, and Molag Bal. 3 lesser daedra are associated with Mehrunes Dagon: the agile and pesky Scamp, the ferocious and beast-like Clanfear, and the noble and deadly Dremora. The crocodile-headed humanoid daedra called the Daedrath is a servant of Molag Bal, while the giant but dim-witted Ogrim is a servant of Malakath. Ogrim. Like an ogre? I have heard of there being ogres down in Cyrodiil. Very interesting. I did not see any as I passed through, but maybe their numbers have been decimated, hopefully. Sheogorath's lesser daedra, the Golden Saint, a half-clothed human female. I see a common thread here. The daedra seem to like the unclothing of the female. He is highly resistant to magic and a dangerous spellcaster. Oh, okay. Maybe Neko could become resistant to magic. That sounds good. Because Khajiit, well, this Khajiit not like to make spells. Another type of lesser daedra often encountered in Morrowind is the Atronach, or elemental daedra. Atronachs have no binding kinship or alignments with the daedra lords, serving one realm or another at whim, shifting sides according to seduction, compulsion, or opportunity. Okay, that is the end of the darkest darkness. That was very, very interesting. Okay, so I am not really that hungry. Maybe I just go to bed now and do a little reading. Oh no. Eat a little bit and go to sleep. But first, we pray. We pray to our great Riddle Thar. Excuse me, friend.
You want a drink?
No, you are interrupting a most serious private moment. Go away, please.
If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Yes. Thank you.
Give him one more week.
And if he still refuses?
Then put the thumbs
That was very, very unpleasant. Okay, well, my prayers were interrupted, but we can still get some sleep. So let us see. I get started very early. Okay. Yes, I am definitely feeling a little hungry now. So we will see what we will see about the food. Let us see, maybe... I think maybe the potato leek. Yes. Oh, I still feel a little hungry, but that will have to do for now, I think. Is there anything in here? I did not put anything in there, I don't think. Okay. Yes, so we need to go out the other door. Yes. The south door would probably be the best. We go out this way and we go... well, I probably should make notes. So I need to go to this place. We've got 4 days, or well, 3 days probably. This I might be able to look into. This is too far away, I think. I'm definitely not going here. What is... where is this? Oh. Oh, that is quite a long way away. Okay. Yes, we check these out. That is there. So we go. We could go around this way, but if we go around this way, then yes, maybe we find something. Let us see. Hello.
I've been looking for you.
Oh.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Thank you. What was this? Watch for the mage? Attention, adventurers. There has been a suspicious-looking elf mage wandering the road from Windhelm to Ogrim's Overlook. Likely a Thalmor spy sent to infiltrate the city. If you see this elf, be sure to report your findings to the guard. Well, I'm not going towards Windhelm, so someone else will have to keep a lookout for him. Him or her. Did they specify? No. They probably should have specified. If you're looking for a man or a woman, it might have made it a little bit easier to identify which elf they were talking about. But such is as it is. Okay. Well, let us keep a very close eye, actually. Very close eye. Let's keep a close nose out for possible trouble. Yes.